Hello, I'm Mr. Nesmith, and welcome to the Shelburne Middle School 2021 Virtual Spring Concert. This has been a school year unlike any others. In August, our students navigated learning how to play their instruments online through Zoom. This included virtual band classes, as well as private lessons for all of our beginning students once a week.
Hello, my name is Mr. Wilson. It's been a pretty crazy school year, but we had some really great opportunities that we wouldn't have had in a regular year. In fact, some of our successes were featured in a newsleader article about learning music online. Throughout the fall, band and choir students got to program some electronic music on some different platforms. We had a virtual tour of the Harrisonburg radio group station with Brandy from Q101, and we put on our first virtual concert at the end of the first semester. In January, we had some new challenges. The students who returned to in-person learning got to navigate playing with bell covers and with band masks. Mr. Nesmith and I had to adapt to having a rehearsal with in-person students and virtual students at the same time. Luckily, we had a great student teacher from JMU, Mr. Tim DeSimone, who helped us out a lot during that initial transition. And you're going to see Mr. DeSimone in a little bit conducting the 8th grade band.
This has been a year of challenges, but it's also been a year of successes. Our kids have emerged more tech-savvy and more resilient to the crazy curveballs that life can throw at you. Our students were able to use music to help bring us together, even though we were socially distanced and separated in our homes. They learned how to use the arts as a positive outlet to help us deal with some of the harsher emotions of this time. In late August, we had the tragic passing of Miss Gingerelli, who is the music teacher for Ware and Bessie Weller Elementary School. Our students put together a tribute video in her honor and learned how to grieve with a heavy loss while also living in this weird socially distanced time that we're in.
We're incredibly proud of what our students were able to do this year, especially our beginners who had to learn from scratch in a fully virtual setting. However, we could not have had such a successful year without the support of our principals, Mrs. Morris, Mr. Perry, and Mr. Kirkdorfer, as well as the Stanton City School Board and Dr. Garrett Smith. Thank you so much for supporting the arts in this whirlwind of a year. We also want to thank our band parents. I'm sure you've heard a lot of really interesting sounds at home while we were doing band virtually, so thank you for continuing to encourage and support your students. We're super excited to present this spring concert, and we hope that you enjoy the amazing things that these kids were able to achieve this year. Scene. Do kids still do that? I don't think so.